I think the most underrated video that I do are the general stock market videos and the bank videos because they're extremely relevant to gold and silver specifically. Not all the time, but increasingly. The miners also, and I think we've got something coming. So I did mention that I thought we'd have a 1 or 2 day bounce, maybe here, and then we're gonna flush. We have had that, we've had our little Monday stabilization, Tuesday follow through, and I think we're gonna roll over. I mean, I know there are big earnings coming out and all this for some of the Magnificent Seven. We've had some actually, Microsoft, Google, mixed, one up, one down. But I do think, regardless, we're gonna have some sideways action and basically a rollover. And I don't think it's going to be tech that really does it. I mean, it could be the catalyst, but I think the banks, it's interest rates and banks, if you remember. So look at this. Here you got your little stabilization bounce. I think we're going to roll over. Very simple. That's the Nasdaq. S&P, same thing, maybe a bit weaker. Stabilization, just holding on some cliffhanger stuff here. Bounce and then roll over. Dow Jones, same thing. A bit of an uglier candle on Monday, but then follows through on Tuesday, yesterday. Russell, again, the weakest thing. Monday was just worse. It wasn't even stabilization. It was just more downside. I'm going to talk about the Russell a bit more. Well, I'm going to talk about the banks in relation to the Russell. But look at this. This is absolute bear market lows. So we're there. I mean, what's the difference between 164.5 and 1630? So, here's your little bounce. And I think we're going to roll over. And it'll be the Russell that does it first, probably. And the Russell's heavily influenced by the banks. Now check out the banks. A bit like the Russell. That Monday was ugly. The stabilization is just a retest of price support. So this is normal rollover. This is the senior XLF ETF. Look at the KBE and the KRE. I mean, if they reclaim this area, yeah, the markets will go up. But I just feel like we're gonna start our descent here. I mean, we have had a big move down. Maybe you'll have a little bit of a 1 or 2 day bounce that we haven't seen yet in the banks that we've seen in the others, but still, this thing's going all the way down. I really think that's what's going to cause the next huge move in the markets, all the markets, the gold, silver, miners, bonds could end up being bought. Yields could come down because of the fear. People just may buy bonds as the stock markets collapse with the banks, led by the banks. And check out some of these banks, so here are the ETFs. It's a good representation and average, but okay, look, Goldman Sachs, probably the soundest one along with JP Morgan. Not absolute lows are, but still, look at that ugly, wants to go lower. Let's look at, okay, Bank of America. Look at this one. Look at this long term, going back years, decade. We're going to go down here. Okay, we'll bounce, but look, we're going to make massive multi-year lows. We're at bear market lows. We've made new bear market lows in Bank of America, not your round the corner bank. Citi, huge bank. Look at this long-term trend line that is touching, by the way, new bear market lows. Look at this. And by the way, look at this chart. That's Citigroup. And once we flush and close below that today, we go all the way down to 32. So Citi and Bank of America, look at Schwab, the one that's got this huge issue with was it debt? No, this bond position. I mean, they're basically bankrupt in reality. Look at this one, ready also to go low. Morgan Stanley. Look at Morgan Stanley. What the hell's going on there? It's already puked. It's already in bear market lows. These are huge banks. I'm not going to look at all of them. And Pac West the other day, this is just one of the next ones to go down. But you know what I mean? The banks are super fragile. And last time we had banks collapsing, gold and silver. I mean, gold went up $200, just like it went up $200 because of the Israeli conflict, this huge bounce we saw the last couple of days. So imagine another $200 move up. And, yesterday, for example, you saw the miners and gold go up inversely correlated to the markets. The markets went down, gold, silver went up, So this helps and it's very, very relevant. So I thought I'd cover the markets there. And I mean, I always cover the markets. I love to cover the markets, but I just hope some of you maybe see what I see, which is the relevance that it could have to gold and silver and the upcoming move that seems, in my opinion, very, very imminent. So just worth paying attention to.